welcome to Monorant's Gen V, the only Gen V podcast that already misses Tech Night. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
Yeah, I miss him. He could have been useful in this episode.
Oh, yes, he get to the bottom of things.
Yes.
To plunge the depths of the mystery. I hope we do get him back at some point.
I reckon it's just going to be like a ticker at the bottom of like something that's like confirms his like passing, and they're going to see it up as something like...
I hope his tumour is not a tumour.
It's a tumour.
It's not a tumour.
No, I actually hope that I don't wish ill on the actual actor, but the character.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that they give him some sort of like...
fitting end.
Elaborate like death thing, like he went off to do some fucking Armageddon style shit.
Try and save the world.
Yeah.
But no, he's not in this episode, unfortunately.
No, he's not. This is a real short episode, and apparently they are actually shorter than the first one, so I wasn't losing my mind.
No, they have been getting progressively shorter. The first one was like 50 odd minutes. The second one was like 50, then 52, and then last week's was 47, but that's including credits.
Yeah.
So this week's was 41, and we paused it just before the credits started, and it was like just shy of 36 minutes.
And
so
that's not including the intro, the recap at the start.
Yeah, so 34, 35 minutes, so they are short.
There's a lot going on too.
But yeah, they pack a lot in there.
I'm just delighted that we got the frat house.
Yes.
The G-Whiz frat house.
I think that's what it's supposed to be, a nod to the G-Whiz frat house.
Because the G-Whiz frat house is a fucking nightmare.
Oh yeah, and Dusty I think is kind of supposed to be
the boy with no name,
yeah,
the kid that's all like got all fucked up like back in the day, and he's all wrapped up in bandages, so everybody they just have to look after him.
Yeah, he can't ever become a hero, so he just stays in that house forever.
I think that's quite Dusty's bad case. For Dusty.
Yeah, what is it he says about himself?
He's like, no, I'm 28.
I'm 28, but I still have a dick like a hairless caterpillar. So, fuck my life.
Yeah.
I don't blame Dusty.
He hangs out and...
Well, they say it's his house.
Yeah.
They're like, we're in Dusty's
So I think
place.
they're like, it's just, somewhere that they can keep an eye on him. And not, a nod to Goldalkin's more...
I'm guessing...
sinister roots.
But I'm guessing he must be well connected, that he's not just been thrown away to...
I reckon
they could easily just leave him in Red River and pretend he's a kid.
Yeah, no, I reckon they use him. They send him in, as a kid to infiltrate shit, probably.
I don't know. I think it's just he's like, what can he do? His superpower is not hitting puberty. Like,
yeah, that sucks. Congratulations, you're an oxalol.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Actually, is he immortal? Is that his superpower? Is he actually immortal? Now it sucks that he's that age, but yeah. So that's Dusty.
Poor Dusty.
But yeah, no, I think that is it. Like I was saying in the first episode, we saw like the bongs getting passed around and the
copious drug use. But in fairness, what's it gonna do to them? They've all got B anyway.
That it was a nod to the wildness of the G houses. And I think this is just another nod to those.
Yeah, the G-Whiz house is Animal House, but on crack.
What's Animal House but on V?
Yeah, like just insane debauchery. And there you got, who's it, Blachowski,
who we did see in
with his acid vomit. Yeah.
And I think we have gotten one or two of the other G-Men members mentioned.
Yeah,
because
there's like
in the main show, not in this.
15 G teams or something.
It's
and that's not including pre-Wiz. But we don't talk about pre-Wiz.
No. But shall we go for a summary and then dive into the episode proper? Things go back to normal for the gang, only they can't seem to work out why normal means massive gaps in their memory. Emma enjoys her new status as big woman on campus, while Jordan and Marie try to figure out where they stand. Andre wants to punish Rufus for his actions and their missing memories, but the truth is far more shocking than any of them can suspect.
I was right.
We were right. Come on. But yeah, Kate is a bad guy.
Yeah.
And knowingly so. Maybe somewhat against her will, but knowingly so.
Yeah, this is just confirmed.
I don't think it was that big of a mystery. I'm sure we weren't the only ones who had suspicions about Kate.
No, but yeah.
But it was not, we got some answers in this episode.
Some more questions were raised.
Well, we know who is responsible for making people forget things, and that Kate's in on it.
By the way, she's supposed to be a mermaid.
She's
credited as Mermaid Backwoman.
Mermaid Backwoman.
I was kind of thinking, because she has a gum guardian, and I was like, oh, is she a siren? In the more traditional sirens who eat people siren? Yeah,
she was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the episode starts with her goo dripping onto Andrew's Andre's face.
See it and you're like, oh, okay, because I was like, dude, get out of the bed, get out of the bed.
Yeah,
that
that's
ceiling, that's below
water.
I just assumed it was below a bathroom, and I was like, fucker, get out, like, because that whole ceiling is going to come down.
Well, you can hear like rumbling and stuff from upstairs.
Yeah,
and it's like,
and then knowing what it is.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's so close to his eye as well, because it lands like right on like the prominent part of his cheekbone, and if it run just the other way, it would have gone into his eye and just Andre and Kate wake up and they're like, where are we? And they kind of stumble around upstairs. They're like, oh, we're at a house party.
Yeah. They're like, I think it was a Kate's house. Wish I could remember it. It seems like it was a bit of a rager. They see
there's like the guy still snorting stuff. There's a guy who's like breathing fire.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh look, we're at Dusty's place. Hey Sloane. To the alpaca.
Yeah.
That's got Maverick chained.
Yeah, he's in a ball gag. That's great. I was just like, hey, sweet, llama.
Yeah, and they burst in on...
And you think it's just a llama. That's just because it's that kind of a house party where, of course, there's a random animal running around in it. There's always one. Nobody knows where it ever comes from unless it's been robbed from Dublin Zoo.
Yeah. But yeah,
like many a penguin.
At first, I was like, "All right, cool. Yeah, it's that wild of a house party that somebody ended up with an alpaca, and somebody ended up chained to said alpaca."
It's that really fun trope of like there's a get that goat.
Yeah, but she might be a soup.
She is a soup, apparently.
Well, either that or Maverick has a very special relationship with that alpaca.
No, because they all call her Sloane.
Yeah, they all say, hey, Sloane.
Yeah,
but,
and she's in the dorms later.
Yeah, I know.
And he's like, fuck, she's pissed with me.
Yeah, so it's either a soup or he has a very special relationship with that alpaca.
Do you have a very special relationship with this bush? Is it your bush?
But Andre and Kate burst in on Jordan and Marie as well.
Yeah, because I thought they were back in her dorm room.
So did I. But at the end of the last episode.
They're in, I think it is Dusty's room.
Yeah, they're in Dusty's.
I would not be sleeping in any bed in that house. I wouldn't be comfortable sitting on any, especially not naked, or sitting on realistically on any surface.
Especially not in the next room that they walk into. Yeah. Because after...
Because we were like, what the fuck is wrong with her back?
Yeah, but it's after Jordan and Marie get dressed somewhat awkwardly.
Yeah, they kind of have
I don't remember what happened last night. And then, it's on to Dolphin Girl, apparently.
Yeah, no, she's a mermaid.
I thought it was like, some sort of weird, like, dolphin or, like, whale soup, because that looks like a blowhole.
No, but thinking about it, because she's got that bite shield in and some of the growling noises she's making.
It's weird.
I think she is supposed to be more along the lines of a classical siren.
Normally I do.
Sirens!
Normally I'd be like, well, maybe we'll find out more, but I kind of don't want to find out anymore.
Maybe that's to stop her shrieking at him.
I'm not that curious.
No, can't stick that straw in my brain.
That's a lot of goo.
That is a lot of goo. In fairness, he seems to have like super vibrating hands.
Yeah, he's just like rubs his hands together and then one of them just starts vibrating like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's his power, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we cut to Emma outside.
Or he's a speedster.
True, he could be.
Yeah.
And actually doing something other than just running fast and running through people.
Yeah.
Or having their head exploded in front of Congress.
Yeah.
Bye-bye shockwave.
Mind you, they make a very sharp, very conveniently timed.
Oh yeah, he closes that door just in time.
Yeah, because they are watching. Because in fairness, it's kind of like a car crash where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and it is that really weird, like morbid fascination that we have with things like that. Also, the fact that everybody's a little bit of a voyeur.
Yeah,
everybody is.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
and if you're not, you're lying.
There was definitely an element of rubbernecking.
Yeah, because Kate's face in particular was like, oh my god, but I can't stop watching.
But yeah, no.
The door closes just at the right time because you can see the blowhole kind of pulsate.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It really is.
It's that, and I mean, props to the show's special effects department because like
they've built some weird shit this year.
They really have.
They've built some weird shit the last 4 years, and I love them building the weird shit because it looks so good.
They outdo themselves in creepiness and ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Both in this episode because the puppets is just amazing. But we'll get on to the puppets because first we see Big Emma passed out in the swimming pool.
Oh, at least somebody threw a tarp on her.
Yeah, true.
But she's still big and she is entirely in the pool. She'd have been so pruny.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
I was like, how long has she been in the pool for? She's going, like...
Also, I mean...
Just leave her on the ground.
No, when we find out a whole day has passed, and I mean, obviously we see that they were at that party the night before.
She's chugging entire kegs.
But if she's still big, that means they had to get Big Emma from, like, Cardosa's house to wherever, and then to that party.
They also got them all changed clothes.
I just have this picture of Big Emma on the back of the truck, like in Lake Placid, like strapped down to a flatbed truck with tarps over her.
They'd helicopter her, just like hanging there, like.
But yeah,
like
so
in the BFG when they fucking...
Yeah, I just can't get past how did they transport Emma.
I want to clarify that. I don't know if it's in the BFG movie, but it's definitely in the book where they have the giants and they hogtie them. The military invade the world where like
that
and there's a little
rings a bell.
There's a little sketch in the bottom of them all hogtied being carried by like the helicopters, like the two one rotor ones, and that but with Emma.
Basically, yeah. But Emma wakes up and is like, I hate this dream. Marie has to tell her, hey, look, it's not a dream.
Oh, okay. And then
can you get small again?
And she's like, do me a solid and, strangle me.
Yeah, find me somewhere to puke and I'll maybe get small again. And I was like, just empty out the pool. And
no, she didn't empty out the pool. She just got out of the pool and puked into it.
Yeah.
Because in fairness, what's the worst thing that has happened in that pool?
Well, probably what's about to happen in it.
Yeah.
a giant vomiting into it.
In fairness, at that house party, I'm sure there's been more than just vomit in it.
Yeah, that goes without saying, I'd say.
I would hate to see what their chlorine bill is like.
But yeah, Emma manages to get small, but before we see her small again, Andre and Jordan and Kate sit down, and Andre wants to find out if Jordan had the sex with Marie.
Yes.
But Jordan's more concerned with the fact that they blacked out.
Yeah.
They're like, I never black out.
Yeah. And I can't remember days, and then you find out that, and he's like, it's Saturday. And Andre's like, no, it's not, it's Friday.
Yeah, look,
and then he looks at his phone and he's like, oh shit.
Jordan mentions, like, specifically, he's like, I know... Like, Tech Night was on campus, but I don't know why. And Andre's like, yeah,
I know I ran out of my interview, but I don't...
later, I think he says that. But Jordan's
Jordan's like, I'm missing big chunks of time.
Yeah.
And this is not cool.
And then we cut to Emma and...
Marie sitting in, like, the back porch area. Just having a chat.
That's when we see the footage that fucking Justine has taken.
Of course Justine took it.
Jordan and Marie kissing on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Snogging, yes, yeah. That was weird. I was not expecting an American show to use the term snogging. I wasn't expecting to hear the term snogging except for in the 1990s, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I don't even think
certainly not from an American show with like young people.
That threw me. I feel so sorry for Emma. She spent so much time in other people's clothes.
Well, better than constantly being covered in blood.
Yeah,
I suppose.
That video of her though chugging the keg.
Yeah, she's chugging the keg.
I wonder how many people got pissed off about this because it opens with literally four naked girls. You've got Marie and Jordan who are both naked.
Yeah.
You've got the mermaid lady.
Yeah.
And then you've got Emma in the swimming pool. And then the footage of Emma later on. And no boobies to be seen.
No, you only ever see...
Full frontal male.
No, you see boobies in Herogasm, but it's only ever random characters. It's background characters.
Yeah.
If you ever see female nudity, it's never the cast. But it's never the cast.
Yeah.
And like that. It's not... The focus is not really on mermaid girl's bare ass. It's on
the
blowhole
in her spine. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I've seen that.
Brings
complaint.
A whole new term meaning to you could blow her back out.
Yes, I that was probably where it came from. But I've seen complaints about the show. Well, about the boys being like, oh, there's always male nudity, but like,
fuck off, go watch Game of Thrones where it's implied rape of a 13-year-old.
Woohoo! There's plenty of like, just watch porn if you want to see boobs. Watch shows that have boobs. Like, this is not the show for boobs.
Yeah,
just
like go watch True Blood or fucking there's a myriad of shows.
Yeah, we're not here for boobs.
Yeah, no, we're here for exploding.
We're here for exploding penises and
Team Cocksplosion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
they're
Marie
having the conversation out.
They're talking about how she can get big and did she know like, she could do that.
Yeah, Marie's like, did you always know? And then she like quickly was like, sorry, none of my business. Yeah, she's like, none of my business, don't mind. And
no, Emma
explains it a little bit.
She's like, we're friends now. It's okay. I can tell you these things.
Yeah, and she's like, Google it. It was like not since the
Buster Beaver incident.
Google it at your peril. My mother called me a monster.
Yeah,
and then she's getting a phone call from her mom.
Yeah,
and you
like,
just imagine how well that one goes. And, and you
that's
find out later as well that her mom told her she was gross and it was horrible, and for her to never do it again.
No, she says it there. She's like, my mom called me a monster and told me never to do it again.
Yeah, and then she reiterates it later on.
It's a bit of a theme of various people feeling like monsters or being called monsters.
Yeah, well, it's Welcome to the Monster Show.
Yeah, it's the name of the episode.
Or Monster Class.
Monster Club?
Monster Club?
Welcome to the Monster Club,
yes.
I think. But their conversation is kind of interrupted because Sam shows up.
Yeah, that's a brilliant moment, actually, because they're having like quite a deep conversation and you're getting really into it, and then Sam just runs up and bangs the glass behind them.
Yeah, scares the shit out of them. I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're okay.
It scared the shit out of me.
They're like, what?
Because I was getting really into it. Like, they were having quite a deep bonding moment about it, and Emma was kind of like actually finally proud of the fact that she can do something. Like,
she's like, you're trending, like, you know what I mean, and in a good way this time, kind of.
And she's like, yeah, that's why I'm letting this go to fucking voicemail.
Yeah.
And I was getting really into it, so when Sam's like, bah! I was like, fuck.
But yeah, Sam's like,
and then I was like, Sam! Because I was really worried about where Sam was.
I was too, and he also kind of answered the question for me, because I was thinking about, when did Kate put the blackout on them? Because if it was in the scene that we saw in the last episode where Emma's got Sam pinned down, how would Sam have gotten away? When Sam shows up the second time I copped, he says, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, I think he's like, I shouldn't have left, or I shouldn't have done that after you stopped me from doing something I regretted. I'm glad to see you got away. So obviously he's separated from them. And I'm guessing, probably what went down is Emma managed to calm him down. But then he freaked out and ran away again. And then Kate was like, right, it's all calm. Time to wipe the lot of you.
Yeah, well, Cardoso probably had some sort of panic alarm thing. So
yeah,
I'd say they either tranked the ones they could dart.
Or
and Emma got the rest of them.
Or security showed up and Sam legged it.
Yeah, because he hit that panic alarm as soon as they were like safe.
Oh well, I'd say he hit that panic alarm the second that
he realised what was going on.
Well, if not when he realised what was going on, certainly when Andre and the rest of them burst in.
Yeah, and when he
wasn't Sam's focus anymore. Yeah, then he was hitting the panic alarm.
And they would have gotten there quick, because he would have been like, Sam is at my house.
Well, didn't you say? I don't think we mentioned it last week, but didn't you say his house is V Avenue? Is on V Avenue?
No. That's the show.
Oh, sorry, right.
Yeah. When I was saying it was kind of like Vody Street or something instead of Sesame Street.
It's V Avenue. Oh, right.
They have V Avenue.
I was like, if a character in the show is living on V Avenue, that's a little bit on the nose for this show.
No. It's the name of it.
That makes much more sense. More sense. Sorry. But yeah, I'm sure it is. Like,
there was definitely a SWAT team involved somewhere.
Yeah, in the same way that we saw Stillwell had a panic button.
Yeah.
When Butcher came at the very end of season 1.
Oh god, yeah.
She goes to reach for a panic button or something, or I can't remember what, but we knew there was security involved. He's fairly high up. Yeah.
He's working on fucking...
Well, when we discover what he's working on later on, he's probably well protected.
But he's working for like a covert branch of it. So yeah, they don't want him fucking getting mad shit out. So I think between them, they've managed to take out everybody, take them all down, because they've had to transport Emma.
Giant Emma.
They got them all changed. They all got new memories. Well, not
yeah,
new
so
memories.
I was a little bit like at first, but yeah, when Sam comes in and is like apologizes for basically leaving them, I was like, oh, okay, so it was in the intervening time. Kate,
and then he's like, when I smelled your vomit, I knew you were okay, and I was like, that's so sweet, but also so gross.
Weird. And the whole time, Emma just has, at first she's freaked out, but then she does have this kind of look of like she can't help but be drawn towards him.
Yeah, no, it is that I know you, but I don't know how I know you.
Yeah, Marie, on the other hand, is like, no, you're a crazy person. No, but
I think that's the key difference between Emma and Marie. Emma is inherently a good person.
Yeah. Not that Marie's not, but yeah, she
Emma's the first place Emma goes is, do you need help?
Yeah.
Is there somebody after you?
Yeah.
Whereas Marie's like, look, you don't know us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking number one, calm down. Like,
I mean, crazy guy runs they've both rocketed up in popularity as well. Her from the night before and Marie in the last week or two. So it could just be some crazy dude. So I don't necessarily fault her response, but I like the fact that he kind of ends with, he's like, no,
she's right.
She's right. The minute you can't maybe trust me, but I'm gonna fix this. And what does he says? I want to show you that you are a hero. Yeah. I was like, aw.
But Emma at her core is just a good person.
Yeah, she's just a good person who wants to help.
Yeah, because that is her first reaction: is, do you need help?
Yeah, and it was the same with Marie. When Marie showed up, she was all very, like, anybody she meets, she's warm and open and welcoming. And yeah, it's very much from when she first meets Sam as well, the first time.
Yeah.
When she goes into the woods, she's like immediately drawn to him and wants to help him, and you see it here again in this scene. Like, even when she's not supposed to know who he is. Yeah,
she still is like, I know. It's very, they all kind of have, I think as well, she's spent the most amount of time with him. Mm. I don't even think Marie's even seen the pictures of him.
Well, I mean, that's been wiped from their memory anyway, even if she had.
But of all of them, Emma spent the most amount of time with him recently. It made sense that she's kind of more... Huh?
Well, yeah, as the episode goes on, we see that the wiping isn't entirely full, and you're still left with, like, long-term feelings about people and things you can't explain. So yeah, that's the first hint of it there. But he runs off and the two girls go outside and Marie's like, yeah, he was crazy. And she's like, yeah, but he was kind of hot. She's like, no, he was proper crazy. Like, he was covered in other people's blood.
And she's like, oh no, he had blood under his fingernails and it wasn't his.
And
she's like, Marie, your powers are crazy. But yeah, when's my period due again? Because Emma, I love the things that come out of Emma's mouth, because just before Sam shows up, she's like, is a girl's asshole different to a boy's asshole? And she's like, Jesus, Emma!
I know although I think I prefer Maverick's line later on about playing hide the sausage or bumping donuts.
Yeah. And also Maverick is like actually really enlightened.
Yeah, but still has his dad's habit of hanging out in bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
hey, we don't kink shame.
No. But yeah, Marie's powers, I like that we're getting, it's not just...
Hang on, if he has glasses and he hangs out in the bathrooms, he's got no glasses on, so can he even really see anything?
Or are those glasses just there so people can see him? So he's got the hat. He can take the hat off if he wants and just have the glasses, or take the glasses off. It would be really weird
if he wore contact lenses and there was just contact lenses.
Just two contact lenses and nothing else.
Around.
No, but back to that. Yeah, Marie's powers. We start to see a good bit more of the kind of other ways they can be used.
Yeah, like she can tell different blood types or blood apart. She can
sense when it's clotted.
Yeah,
she can use the blood to manipulate or to push the tracker out later on. Like, and most importantly, at the end of the episode, we find out that Cardosa is very interested in her.
Yes.
So I like that we're getting...
But they also point out her powers are incredibly rare.
Yeah, he does say that as well.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not just limited to her, like, blood lassos. You know?
Her fucking bone marrow must be working overtime.
Yeah, I wonder what sort of a toll it's taking on her.
Because she must be eating like a fucking horse. No, seriously, when she's fucking blood around the place like that,
it's not all going back into her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but yeah, as they're having this chat, the other guys call Marie over, and Emma's like, I need to go home and get changed.
Yeah, I need to go and have a really long shower.
And the guys ask Marie if she's blacked out as well, and they say
she gets a bit defensive about it because obviously, like, Jordan's been weird with her.
Well, and I think it's also if they've taken like loads of her memories, she won't remember them sitting down to like chat together at the gala.
Yeah. Because
they went straight from there to finding out about the woods. So that probably would have been wiped as well. But yeah, they're like, no, we blacked out too. And
it's not right.
Something's weird. And then she says, yeah, well, actually this guy, Sam, just came to visit me and Emma, and he said he knew us and that we had been made to forget him.
Yeah.
So they kind of try and that's where they
Kate
start
gets on
to
the
figure it out.
Phone immediately. And that's where you meet Dusty. He comes out with a blender full of that looks like just orange juice. And he just sits there with a straw drinking it out of the blender. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Dusty. That is that backyard, like just the furniture outside and everything. There's like a bike stuck to a tree.
Dressing that set must have been so much fun.
Just dump shit all over the place. It's covered
everywhere.
in graffiti. There wasn't a broken toilet, so I'm kind of sad about that, because every house that we ever went to, like house parties in university, because there were some particularly grim houses, more than likely had a broken toilet.
Yeah.
Or a broken sink.
But after poor Dusty, we check in with Cardosa and Shetty back in the woods.
They're still cleaning the blood off the walls.
Yeah.
And Cardosa is not happy.
No, the two of them are having a fight. He wants done with Sam. He's like, Golden Boy's dead anyway, so I'm guessing
we don't need this one.
Yeah, whatever they were doing with him was to do with Golden Boy.
They're probably we find out that he's trying to create some sort of virus.
But yeah, he mentions
perfect a virus that will allow them to control them.
Yeah, he says he's close enough to perfecting this virus, and that if that gets out, no amount of money in the world. So they were probably
experimenting on Sam with the intent of using the final process on Luke because they were brothers. So they would be very
if it works on one, it'll work on the other. But what he really wants is Marie. Because
she got them blood powers.
Yeah, and I'm guessing as well, it'll
regenerate faster in her. He's going to use her as a fucking vaccine kid.
Well, I was going to say, because the V in her system and her powers are literally tied to her blood, she'd be his best test subject, I'd say.
And she'd be his best incubator for manufacturing the virus.
Yeah, and he can test on her blood samples without having to test on her. And it's nasty as well, because you do see he is...
They are not wrong with the whole Mengele health clinic.
Exactly, because we saw last week, it was like, oh look, he's a dad and a husband, but... he's also a monster.
Yeah.
Who wants to, he likes to cut them apart to see what makes them tick. That kind of Vogelbaum, but worse.
Yeah, it's Vogelbaum, but the Japanese edition.
Yeah, it's the Unit 732 Vogelbaum.
Yeah.
And he wants Marie, but the Dean says,
she got a powerful benefactor.
Yeah, she's off limits because she has a benefactor.
I think the Dean... for now, she says. The Dean's got her own thing going on, I reckon.
Yeah, is that the Dean just saying that? And because... she wants to keep Marie for herself and her own plans, or
she's number 2, so...
Oh yeah, or is there actually a benefactor? And who might it be?
I don't know.
Probably, if it is, it's probably going to be a season 2 question, in which case, boo! Boo earns! But yeah, that's all we get from them, and it cuts back to the gang trying to figure out what happened to them, and they
And Kate's very quick to be like, it was Rufus!
It was Rufus!
Oh look, he was here last night, and then she tells a sob story, which I don't know whether or not to believe.
About Rufus doing basically what he wanted to do to Marie, or tried to do to Marie. It could be true, like we saw him, like he definitely did try to do it to Marie.
And his reputation is well known, so it'd be easier for her to... it'd be far easier to pin it on him.
Oh yeah, but
like he has like a fucking history of
so it's very possible he did do it to Kate. It's also possible she's lying to throw them off. But in any case, they decide, oh yeah, Rufus was the guy.
And they look around and Andre's fucking gone.
Yeah,
and it turns out that when Andre is pissed, he is really fucking powerful.
Yeah, but we don't get to see that just yet. Because we see Emma going home and finding out how popular she is.
Yeah, because everyone's like, big soup energy! Yeah. Which is so nice, because considering when the first video came out and they were all mocking her.
Yeah.
Which was disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what, she's so afraid when they're like, Emma, and she looks around.
Yeah,
and
she's like,
oh God, what now?
Yeah.
And they were like, you a lady!
Well, and also the last interaction she had with somebody running in and saying her name was with Sam. So she's like, oh, is it this again?
But she also a bit of fuck, what the hell happened? But nope, they all loved her, and Big Emma is beloved.
Yeah, and she's got this little smile and kind of shirk and walks off happy with herself. And then I get what I apparently wanted. Remember last week I wasn't, not so much that I was giving out about there being relationships everywhere because it was a teen drama.
Yeah.
And I was not like Jordan and Marie getting together. I wasn't expecting it because teen drama.
Yeah.
And then they have a chat and Jordan's like,
oh yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. We weren't in our right minds. Rufus made us get together, so we don't have to. And I was like, aw, no, I didn't want that. No, I didn't want that.
Jordan! And then, I picked up on the scratching.
You picked up on the scratching way before I did.
I was just like, why are they scratching?
Until Emma says it later.
I just thought it was weird because it was like this just really insensate.
If I noticed it, I just thought it was because Jordan was nervous about having the chat with Marie. But when you tend to pick up on
I was like, hey, I was just like, why is he scratching like that? And then they see Rufus with Shetty.
Yeah.
Marie's like, no, don't go up there. And Jordan's like, why? I thought you wanted to report him. And she's like, no, I don't trust Shetty.
Yeah, she's like, wait, he's chatting to Shetty, and I don't know
why, but I don't
trust her.
So yeah, whatever is going on, it's not fully removing everything.
Yeah, they're still left with
impressions,
feelings, and things like that, even when it is related to memories that have been removed. But yeah, they wait until Shetty walks away, and then
Jason fucking Rufus.
Chase him down.
Poor Rufus, because he's just like, those two are now his like a fucking nightmare.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because when they have to, because when they're talking about it being Rufus, and Marie's like, well, I know why he's going after me, because she's had to explain to them what she did to him. And Andre takes such delight in that. Yeah,
he's happy enough with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they chase him. He gives them the slip by paying a shapeshifter.
Benny?
Is it Benny?
Benny!
Yeah.
Burner. Sorry.
I like how he's like, what? I'm allowed to do it when I have permission.
Yeah. So you know he's done it before. Yeah. But he's basically going to be the new doppelganger.
Probably, yeah. Although, hang on. Wait a second.
Doppelganger's kid?
No. Did he shift clothes?
Yeah.
That's the first time we've seen that.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Like, that's one of the things that I always bang on about. Well, either that or he happened to be in the exact same outfit as Rufus.
No, he shifted clothes because he was in a black and white stripy top. I think Rufus was.
Well, we'll have to go back and watch that, but I think that would be the first time we've seen somebody shift clothes.
Well,
because that's what, like we've said before, that powers don't affect costumes.
No.
But, damn. Yeah, so we're seeing
like even Translucent's costume didn't.
Yeah, that's
like he was just invisible in it.
Very little in these shows aren't done deliberately, so I doubt that's a mistake. Yeah. So we're seeing some really interesting powers in the show.
So that's a new episode, but like he's basically like the new doppelganger. You know that's exactly what Vought are going to do with him.
Oh yeah,
like, it doesn't matter that he's a prick. Like they're like, you can shift.
That's you're going into Vaught's corporate espionage program. That's where you're off to. But yeah, Rufus manages to give them the slip, but not Andre. And as you rightly said, we see that when Andre's pissed.
Andre's really powerful. It's also a good reason why them rooms are so fucking butt ugly.
Yeah, because we see those dorm rooms can very quickly become cells when
full
Vought wants them to.
Cells, yeah. Or when Andre wants them to.
Yeah, and Andre knew they were there. I suppose he can probably sense where the metal is. But yeah, that's also interesting.
Yeah.
But Rufus is like, it wasn't me.
And then he's like, no, wait, that bitch did attack me. Like,
oh, yeah, Jumanji, yeah, she did attack me.
And it's like, no, this is long before that.
Andre's like, no, give me one good reason not to kill you. And then he's standing in front of a fast food employee like, dude, take your stuff.
And it's brilliant because he's got the arm out and everything to take it. And then he just, fuck.
I didn't pick up on it the first time we watched it, but the second time I was like, we talked about it last week, that there was a difference between Rufus's blackouts, which kind of had a weird red flash, and what happened to them at the end of the episode. And in this, you see it as well, because as soon as Andre comes around at Whataburger and he realizes he's been had by Rufus, when they come around at the party, they have no idea.
No,
they don't even know anything's wrong with them.
Yeah.
So that should probably be another little hint to them that maybe something's not right.
No.
But yeah, he realises he's been had by Rufus. It's pretty funny as well. He's standing there just pissed off at him. Like,
I think that's when we get Marie going home.
Yeah, she talks to Emma about her newfound popularity.
Yeah, because Emma's like, oh yeah, no, I love it. My mom always told me never to get big, and now I've had like 20 voice messages about doing a giant cricket show. Yeah,
everybody thinks she's awesome, and Marie's first thing is like, but wait.
She's cracked the top 100 as well. She's now ranked 88.
Oh, she's 88, yeah.
And Marie's like, is that what you want to do? And she's like, fuck no.
Well, she's like, I don't know. I don't care. Fuck no. My mom can eat a big bag of dicks though. But it's nice again that Marie is like, well, hang on. You kind of don't seem to like the little cricket stuff. Are you sure you want to jump straight back in?
And be big cricket instead.
But Emma's like, nah, it's just nice that I'm popular and in demand. Yeah. And it's like, yay, good things for Emma.
Yes. All the good things for Emma. I really want her sweatshirt.
Her sweatshirt is awesome.
But it looks so cozy.
It does, no. I mean, even I commented on it the first time I watched it. I was like, oh, I love her jumper. But it's not the most important item of clothing in the room because she finds the t-shirt from the drive-in theatre.
Yeah, because they didn't do their due diligence and go through the shit.
Now that we know it's Kate, it's kind of like poor form on Dean Shetty's part because she's just assuming Kate has it all in hand.
Yeah.
But no one person is smart enough to think of all those things, like check out the apartment, give them a cover story. Like later on, when she wipes Marie again, she doesn't think to cover the scar or give Marie any reason to have about the scar. So when Marie, she's like, oh, I don't, you know what I mean? So it's poor form on Dean Shetty's part that she's just like, oh yeah, this psychic has it in hand.
She's also breaking this poor girl's brain.
Oh god, yeah.
Because that's when Emma points out that Marie's like scratching her neck loads. Because she's like, I gotta go find this Sam guy. She's like, there's something about it. Because she mentions, when she picks up the t-shirt, she's like, that guy mentioned a drive-in theatre.
Yeah.
I gotta go. And she's like, I don't know why, but I have to go find him.
Yeah, but before they have that conversation and find the tracker, we get to see Sam and the whole Muppet death massacre.
I'm really glad that was Muppets.
Yeah, so last week I was like, I said I kind of had wanted to see his escape, and you were like, no, you don't want to see him.
He's a sympathetic character.
Yeah, you don't want to see him doing that. And
especially when it's something that he shows such remorse for.
And yeah, watching him with the Muppets, you are absolutely 100% right. You would not... Even watching him with the Muppets, it was hard to stay sympathetic
because you're going,
him.
That's the brain. And like when he's just pulling shit out of that dude's back.
Yeah, turning the guy's face inside out, breaking an arm in half and shoving it back down somebody's throat.
Oh, that poor fucker who's coming down the line who gets sliced in half.
I love the popcorn bullets though. Well, we got a little bit ahead of ourselves though there, because before they come in, he hears TV's Jason Ritter in the deep again, basically saying, you're not done, they're going to keep coming for you.
And this time they're going to hurt the girl.
And then Muppet Emma appears.
Yeah.
And
I like the way she kind of statics in.
Yeah, and I like how it's a new character, so he's got this new influence, and it's supposed to be a good one, but I like how he still seems to realise, he's like, no, I'm going to save the real Emma.
You're not real.
And then she's like, what about like real like that?
And you hear a helicopter.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a fun scene. And then as well, it heightens the reveal at the end when it cuts back to real life Sam, and you see the carnage, including the dude hanging off the
rope outside, and that helicopter pilot. It's just like, what the fuck do I do?
Could you imagine being
just cut that line? Leave. Send in their team.
I do have one small problem though.
What?
Why didn't they use the
Sonic thing
that we saw
Probably
them use on Andre?
I'm sure he's immune to most of the shit they use at this time, because even electrocuting him didn't put him down for very long.
But yeah, we've seen electrocution be effective on him.
Yeah, but you can't tase him because nothing embeds in his skin.
Did they? Well, how did they take him down in the very first episode after Andre and Marie caught him? Did they gas him with something, or
they gassed him?
So we've seen him be incapacitated in two forms, and they come after him.
They also tased the shit out of him. But with those cow tasers.
That's what it was, yeah.
Those big, nasty ones. But they were literally holding him down, and like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah,
and that was only after he'd gotten pinned between 2 cars.
Oh, yeah, I know. But my point is, why we know bullets aren't effective against them. Why are they using bullets?
I don't know.
It's just bad on their part again. Like, just poor planning. But, yeah, no, that's a hell of a scene. And Muppet Emma reappears and is like, you gotta stop hurting people, Sam. Yeah. You really gotta stop hurting people. And that's when we cut back to
and there's just like spines and stuff flying around. Because especially the bit where it turns back to him and he's holding the spine with the head on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, I really don't need to see that.
Yeah, and even killing the guy who is like, I'm a single father of 2 kids.
And they rips him in half. But the brain coming out the back of the skull is the one that got me. I was like, I'm really glad this is not real.
Yeah.
that one was a bit much.
I can't wait to see the behind the scenes of that either.
I just loved it when they came down the ropes and their little skinny legs landing.
Yeah. No, that must have been so much fun to film. And they do scenes like that really well in these shows.
Because the bookies, or not bookies.
Buster Beavers.
Yeah, with Blackmore.
Yeah, and I think this was kind of a development of a follow-on of that, of the animated scene. But even things like Kimiko attacking people while listening to Maniac. Yeah. They often will set them to just short, snappy songs, and it just works so well in this with, was it Skeleton Sam? Yeah. Is the song. It's a hell of a scene. But yeah, after that is when... And flee! Yes. Flee out Well, not flee so much as just casually walk out. Because, again, if you were that helicopter pilot... Yeah, you ain't stopping him. But yeah, Emma is like, no, I need to figure out who this Sam guy is. I need to go and find him. Yeah, he needs our help. There's something weird going on here. Yeah. And that's when she points out, she's like, why are you scratching your neck? Like, I can't remember who it is. It was the Dave Chappelle character. The kind of crackhead character who's always scratching his neck. But she stops and she kind of senses herself and is like, hang on, there's clotted blood here. What's that about? The way she shoots that... She forces it out. Tracker out of her when it's just about to pierce her skin, and then you see the spurt on the mirror and Emma retching in the background. I was right there with her. I was like, I'm normally not a squeamish kind of person, but where it is because it's right on the collarbone. Yeah, it's just I felt that one.
Yeah, everybody felt that one. Because it's nasty when you see it later on. Like, that's a big...
It's a big... Yeah, it's the same one we've seen getting pulled out of Starlight as well.
Yeah, like, they're big fuckers. Like,
and I think that's the exact same spot it was in Starlight.
Yeah, because they don't really migrate from there. It's a good spot to put it in.
Maria's understandably freaked out.
Oh, God, yeah, because she's like, what the fuck is this? And then they're kind of like, that kind of confirms Emma's thing about, you know, the school is trying to hurt us.
Yeah, so
Sam is like, you know, they're trying to get me, it's the school, it's, you know.
Emma's like, I'm going to go find Sam.
Because clearly something is going on.
And Marie decides to go see Kate.
Which, bad move.
Yeah, and we finally get the reveal that Kate is the one who's been doing all the badness. And
why are her nails so long when she wears gloves all the time?
I didn't notice.
Her nails are unbelievably long. As somebody who wore gloves a lot for work, my nails actually, when they'd get too long, because I was wearing gloves constantly, the pressure on the end of my fingers made my nails start to grow curved down.
Maybe she wears really long gloves. Or superhero nails don't get affected the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, she apologises to apologises to Marie, and Marie's like, it's you.
But why would you do this? And then...
we don't find out what she actually says to Marie because we cut to Jordan and Maverick having a similar chat to Marie and Emma from earlier on about
do you like them?
Whether or not you actually like them.
Tell me about your girlfriend, boyfriend, them friend.
But Jordan is talking about their first girlfriend and
just wanted
the boy Jordan. So that's what they always did, and they automatically did it when they went to kiss Marie because they just assumed that's what Marie would want. And Maverick's like, well, but did you ask?
Yeah, because she was like, Marie just seemed really freaked out to be because it's girl Jordan
that she woke up with. Yeah,
and she's like, that's your hang up, not hers.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, you never asked. That's on you, not them.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, wait,
fuck,
really? You think? He's like, yeah, absolutely.
Take it for I hang out in, I hang out in
the male showers. I hang out in the women's showers.
Gender's just a construct.
Yep, and then we see Sloane's second appearance where he's like, oh fuck, she's really pissed off with me. I gotta go. Sloane, don't be like that. So we have an animal shapeshifter as well, presumably.
Yeah.
So, very interesting.
I just like the fact that she's an alpaca.
Have we had reference to any other...
animal shifters? Well, there's the big dog one in Gee-Whiz.
But in the show,
no,
in The Boys.
I don't think so.
I feel like there's one I'm forgetting about.
There's your man who can regrow limbs like a lizard.
Yeah, and we've seen Harper with her big tail.
Was he called Gecko or something anyway?
Well, he was called Gecko, yeah. But I think that was more to do with his powers. But yeah, we've seen Harper with her... tail. And Sloane, presumably. I kind of hope she's just always an alpaca. What if it was an alpaca with superpowers that made it sentient? That would be awesome. I want more Sloane. I do not want more fucking dolphin mermaid girl, but I want more Sloane.
I just want to know what Sloane's deal is and what school she's in.
Oh, I hope Sloane's in the crime fighting school.
Yeah, either school would be amazing, in fairness. Because you remember, who was it, Ed the talking horse?
Yes.
They used to just
Sloane the talking alpaca.
They used to just give him polos.
Yeah,
and well, it's orange peel.
Yes, yeah.
Because that makes them go and gum.
But yeah, so he runs off to help, or to try and talk to Sloane, and Marie shows up and wants to talk to Jordan, and Jordan's like, no, I want to talk to you first. Wait a second, what the hell's wrong with your neck?
Yeah, like, the fuck happened to you?
They get swiftly distracted because, I can't remember, I think Jordan mentioned something to do with Rufus, and Marie's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She's like, he fucking wiped you again?
Yeah.
Just as Jordan's about to run off after Rufus, Marie's like, wait a second, I think you've got one too.
Yeah, I can feel like a blood clot.
Well, yeah, and I think it's just, again, is Kate getting sloppy? Because Marie goes, I have a mark on my neck.
Yeah.
Feels it for a second and then moves past it.
Yeah.
But then obviously notices it and goes, hang on, whatever I sense in Jordan is in the spot where I have the mark. Let's see what that is. And the tracker's found again.
Yeah, another one. Only this time they don't go to Kate.
No, but we see Kate's gone to the dean.
Yeah, gone to crying to the dean.
And I think Dean is very much using the Stillwell playbook, but not in the Oedipal way. Dean is very much trying to be a mummy to the people she wants to manipulate. Yeah. I think.
No, I know what I told you was hard, sweetheart, and all we can ask is that you do your best. And she's using like the real calm voice.
It wasn't just that. I think the thing that really stood out to me was when she rubs her cheek and brushes her hair off her eye. Because one of the things that Kate said was that her parents stopped touching her.
Yeah.
that's the angle that the Dean's gone at Kate.
Yeah,
with,
she's not afraid to touch her or comfort her.
You know, and she's like, oh, you're helping people. This is what you're doing, you know, and you're the only one who can keep your friends safe.
Yeah.
That's all this. I know I shouldn't ask you to do it, but you're so strong and so powerful, and it's Stillwell-esque, but in a different way.
Yeah, well, she was saying she's a behavioural psychologist.
She's a behavioural psychologist, so
yeah.
she probably has a better idea of how to do it maybe than Stillwell.
Yeah. At least how to implement it better. Plus, they're younger.
Yeah.
They're a lot younger.
True, yeah. And I was going to say less powerful, but not necessarily in Kate's...
No, but a lot more malleable.
Mm.
And there are people in a position of authority.
Yeah, but from what the kind of things that Kate's saying to her, we can see that it seems like she's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And we get...
And that's backed up by some of what Sam tells Emma later on.
Well, that's the next scene when Emma goes to the movie theatre and finds her little shoe.
Her tiny shoe. So she's like, oh, I was here.
Yeah, that just confirms for her that she was there.
Yeah.
And...
But basically, like with Kate and the Dean, Kate is crumbling.
Oh, she is, yeah.
She is full on crumbling. And the Dean's just like, don't care.
Yeah, no, the Dean doesn't care.
No.
It's too much at stake, I think, for the Dean to care. Not care, but it's too much of it for her to, like, try and walk it back or do. Yeah, you know, we'll just keep using her, and if she burns out, we'll find some other way. Yeah. Maybe then we'll use Rufus.
Then we'll have one less soup.
But I like the scene then with Sam and Emma when
he's like, "Did you come alone?" And she's like,
alone? She's like, "I'm with you," and then she's kind of like, "Wait a second. Should I be worried? Yeah. Should I not have come alone?"
And she's honest with him as well. She's like, I don't remember you, but I do believe you.
Yeah, I do believe you. And when she steps towards him, he kind of takes a step back and is a little bit shocked. But she's like, no, I do. I think you're right. And he's like, oh, that's okay. It's not your fault. She made you forget.
And she's like, who?
And he says, she made my brother forget me too.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
I think he doesn't say that till later.
But it clearly doesn't stick very well. Maybe if they trained her powers.
Well, I mean, as we discussed last week, there is no real training for them.
No, it's all like branding and marketing and shit like that.
When what they really need, is to absolutely be taught how to trained how to use their powers, but that's not what Vought wants from them.
No.
They want earners. But yeah, Kate shows up then, obviously still not feeling great. She shows up at Andre's place. Yeah. And wants to can we just be us for a while and forget everything else? And they sit down to watch some Mesmer.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the show's called, but...
The Mesmerizer.
Yes, that's it. A nice little call back to him. And also another psychic
kid.
They talk about, they reminisce about Luke used to
his hot takes on
his running commentary on the show. And they're interrupted. It's a short scene because they're interrupted by a text from...
Jordan.
I think... Actually, I don't know what way that's going to go down there.
I think
because
he says, let's run away.
Yeah, he says, let's run away, basically. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, that would be awesome. And then she leans back. And I was like, she's either about to tell him or she's about to take off her glove and do something. I'm
pretty sure she was about to take off the glove.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like she was going to do, but...
He gets a text from Jordan that says that they found Rufus. Yeah. Rufus and Marie, Marie and Jordan burst into the frat house.
Yeah.
And Rufus is just like, oh God, no.
Tries to get the fuck out of there, and we see Jordan's power blasts again, which I quite like.
I do enjoy.
I think they're pretty cool looking.
Knocking the bollocks out of him. He's like, I've been here all night. Yeah. And like, you tell him, Dusty, and Dusty's like, I don't know.
He's like, I'm so out of it, but that sounds right.
That sounds about right, though.
But
and Marie gets the phone call then.
It's not until Andre bursts in because he's like, Rufus is trying to be like, look, I've been here. It couldn't have been me. Just think about it.
No, but she does get a phone call while Jordan and them are fighting. She gets the start of it, which is Emma being like, no, I found Sam, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because it's Kate. And she turns around to Jordan and tells Jordan to stop. And then... I think he gets hit with the keg.
Yeah.
Fucking jeez. Yeah, Andre when he's pissed off.
He's angry.
He's strong.
He's angry and he's strong.
Yeah, that like with the keg.
And then a head shears through the shoulder and then very nearly decapitates him with the shovel. Yeah. But that's it. When he's about to decapitate him with the shovel is when Marie screams out that it's actually Kate. And Andre's like, tell me it's not true.
And she's like, I'm so sorry.
But she won't. Yeah, she admits what she's done. Well, she doesn't admit what she's done, but she doesn't deny it. And then she returns all his memories.
Yeah, and then it bursts all the blood vessels around her eyeballs again.
Yeah, and she tries to apologise and explain. And Andre's like, nope, you're a monster, and walks out.
Yeah, because when I actually quite like the voice out when Sam's talking about her making Luke forget him, and it's just it's the voiceover over her walking down from Dean Shetty's into Andre's. And you're like, where is she going now?
Yeah, but that Sam being like, no, she made me forget, or she made Luke forget me over and over and over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it obviously, when it's emotional, it doesn't stick. You can tell somebody to hit themselves in the nuts and they have to do it, but if you tell them forget your brother,
it doesn't really work.
It's not as simple as that. Yeah. Things are going to remind people, they're going to be left with background feelings that they can't quite place. But one thing I thought that was really fascinating there was she doesn't say anything to Andre.
No.
So she doesn't have to say things to do it. Now, you said load of burst blood vessels.
Yeah.
And giving it all back is probably going to hurt her quite a lot, like physically, in the same way we've seen it before.
Well, presumably she's just locked those memories away, so all she has to do is unlock them. Not like actually physically give them.
No, it's not like, she's not
undo the block she's put in.
Yeah, but still, the fact that she doesn't have to say anything.
Yeah, she doesn't go like, remember.
Yeah.
Remember me. That would have been funny though.
But also a nice little callback to Mesmer and Billy.
Yeah.
Because that's similar to what happens to Billy. Grabs Mesmer by the head and basically shows him everything, that all the horrible stuff we presume all the horrible stuff he's ever done.
Yeah.
This is kind of a reverse of that. But yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, because Andre just leaves.
He calls her a monster and leaves.
Yeah.
And we don't get, there's no humping of air dryers or hand dryers over the credits this week.
No. You've just got Rufus stuck to embedded in the wall with a fucking head shears.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be that concerned with taking him out though.
No.
But yeah, so that was the episode. Only negative thing is I am feeling the shortness of the episodes.
Yes.
Could have done with a little bit more. I don't know why they're as short as they are, but they do still pack a fair bit in. I want those extra few minutes, please, because it's boys content. Give it to me. But no, another really fun episode. We got some answers. We got some more tantalizing hints, like that virus.
Yes, the virus that's going to control them all.
Which I very much think could be hinting towards something they did towards the end of the comics.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much more in case people haven't read the comics. But no, 3 episodes left?
3 episodes left.
Can't wait to watch the next one. The next one I know is where we get a Soldier Boy cameo. Just in time for me to mess up naming Golden Boy and Soldier Boy again, I'm sure. But no, looking forward to it. 3 episodes left. I assume things will start ramping up to a finish going forward.
I think we're going to be left on a cliffhanger.
Oh, I'd say so, yeah. There'll be some unanswered questions. There'll be a cliffhanger. But I'd say we will start to see a bit of a ramp up from next week on. Most
likely, especially now that the Dean knows that they all know.
Yeah, well, I assume Kate's going to run back and be like, hey, it's all fucked.
I'm a little bit worried about Kate. Honestly, I don't know. Kate could...
It could be, yeah.
Really bad for Kate.
Yeah, it could. But no, again, another really fun episode. Really still enjoying the characters. All the actors still doing a great job portraying them. And can't wait to jump into the next episode. But thank you for joining us, guys. As ever, we will be back soon enough with our episode 6 coverage. And you can head back and listen to some of our previous episodes or our other podcast, Mono Rants at the Movies, if you want. Or you can come and chat with us on Twitter at RantsMono. On Instagram at monorants_the_boys, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. We'll catch you soon. Bye bye.